Meteorologist Mark Molnar is your host for the weather show, Weather Northeastern. Let's get right into some viewer sent in photos and videos. Lucas D. from Linden, Texas, taking a snapshot from his newly formed and created video here. Very beautiful. Unfortunately, I can't play the audio because it's a song. It's a copyrighted song. But nevertheless, Lucas is displaying the beauty of Linden, Texas, and he calls it Flight because, of course, he does have some interesting photos and video lapses in it that pertain to flight. And he also has some very beautiful footage and foliage and skies and clouds and everything in between across the Linden, Texas area. So over the next several days, several sessions, I will show you clippets here from Lucas D. If you want to send in photos and videos, it's MeteoMark, Facebook, Weather Northeastern, Facebook, WX Northeastern, Twitter, and of course, my email address, meteomark.com@gmail.com. Let's get right into the precipitation. In Pacific Northwest, we will see that 2 to 4 inches, upwards of 8 inches, locally higher towards the coastline here, west of Portland and west of Seattle. And of course, here across Texas, where we've got some moisture moving up with the system that's kind of cut off from the flow here, moving all that moisture up, especially for Friday and Friday night across the Northeast. We could have some severe weather for the northern Ohio Valley into the lower Great Lakes. Let's get right into that pattern. Trough in the west over the next 5 to 7 days, while a ridge will be in the east that will push this classic El Nino pattern of bringing warm conditions here across the north and cooler, rainier conditions here across the west. Let's get right into those surface maps, starting with your Friday, TGIF. Look at this. Strong to severe thunderstorms, places like Erie, Cleveland, London, Toronto, Rochester, Syracuse, maybe even as far east as Elmira, New York. Not quite to Binghamton, but we could see some stronger thunderstorms near the Binghamton area as well. Albany, Williamsport, Scranton. So all these areas could potentially see a marginal to slight risk of severe thunderstorms here. So look at that. That's looking kind of interesting. The main threat would be a damaging wind gust to 60 miles per hour out of any of these thunderstorms. It is a smaller risk, but we have a strong cold front that will be moving through from the west here during the early afternoon to evening hours, especially further east. It will start to lose some of its punch, but most of the stronger storms will remain on the western part of our forecast area. Temperatures breaking out into the 70s in many locations. The only exception here, northern New England, southern Quebec, where you'll be held down into the upper 50s, low 60s into your Saturday. That front moves through the northeast. You see it slicing off the coast here. We kick in some lake effect here off the eastern end of Lakes Erie and Lake Ontario, but for the rest of you, you'll be enjoying abundant sunshine, windy, but cooler temperatures. 50s, lower 50s being the very popular high across the Northeast into your Sunday. High pressure starting to build in here across the Ohio Valley and into the Susquehanna River Valley. We're starting to look at the 40s, stretching their way across most of the Canadian southern provinces here. A lot of 50s here across New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. And heading on into your Monday, back to work on Monday, we're looking at mostly sunny conditions, high pressure cresting overhead here. You notice many areas getting into the mid to upper 50s, especially places like Harrisburg and Pittsburgh. In 10 seconds, I'll have a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's upper Susquehanna region of upstate New York and northeast Pennsylvania. In the meantime, for all my weather micro updates, don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. It's Twitter at WX Northeastern, Google Plus at MeteoMark, and website MeteoMark.com and WeatherNortheastern.com. Look at this. Starting off with your Friday, showers and thunderstorms. Some of these thunderstorms could be rather strong, especially west of the Interstate 81 corridor. Potentially strong winds, mainly between 2 and 5 p.m. for your Friday. Maybe some small hail. Looking up towards the lower 70s into your Saturday, that cold front moves through, much windier and cooler. Maybe a few lake effect rain showers if you head up Interstate 81, but most areas remaining dry, making it to 50 into Sunday. Blustery and continuing, but winds will start to calm down towards afternoon, heading up towards the lower 50s into your Monday and Tuesday. We continue to warm it up in abundant sunshine. That's going to do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.